2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. Right, this Warriors super team, hard to believe they got even scarier on paper than the roster that won 73 games. How do you guard them?
I don't know if you can, Ernie. You just got to be able to score against them because...
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list.
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. Now you can expect both these teams to push the tempo, Steve, and get scores in transition. I'm sure as a player, these are very fun matches.
Yeah, they are, because you know you get a chance to put points on the board, and yes, defensive strategy is going out the window. You just have to turn, get back on defense, and just pick up anybody. If you don't communicate, there's going to be a layup or a three, or somebody's dumping on you. Love transition basketball.
And we see a lot of quality numbers, too, a lot of big individual performances. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They kick it out to Green. Feeds it to Pachulia. Shot clock at 2. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
To the middle, here's Lopez. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Lopez has got his second best of the game.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now here's Green. Back to Curry. Johnson in the corner. Outside, Green. Puts up a 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Lakers have gone to the video to start out the game. And it's Ball in the corner. Oh, good on the triple. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Here's Green. Not going to go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
Ingram, wide open, makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Ingram's got his first bucket in this one.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves to pull from.
Curry shot is off.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight.
Caldwell Pope with it, picked up by Thompson. Here's Randall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. It's strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level. Lopez gives you a lot and doesn't need a lot, so it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers team.
Here's Pachulia, the basket good off the assist from Durant.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Here, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
Lopez with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right hand out.
And Ball using those long arms to just Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Now here's Ingram.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion has been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Craig brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Lopez, and it's Clarkson in for Ball. That's tipped. Green, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Misses the three. Green kicks to Durant. That one, no good. Nice D from Dan. And here's the Lakers. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Terrific energy from Curry on the defensive end, using his quick feet and great contest on the shot.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Lakers leading by 8. And Durant comes to help. And the Lakers have possession. Clarkson passes to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Here's Zubac, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Shoots over Clarkson, and the Warriors get it back. Here's Green. Again, the miss by Green.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one is off. Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Green. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. That one is no good. Warriors trail by 10. Stolen by Zubac. Dang gets a wide open look. That one wide left.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game point. And here's Iguodala outside. Rebound the Lakers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Lakers have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe, and that one is good from Zubac.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
From deep. Livingston no luck. So they foul intentionally. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. On the wing, Iguodala. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. us about his comfort stretching the floor.
We're 5-6 feet outside that three-point line.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain their intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Clarkson is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Dang, then it's Nance, and it's Zubats in at the 5. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Smitty, you call college basketball games as well. We know you had a terrific career in East Lansing with Michigan State. We're starting to hear from some players, Ben Simmons for one, critiquing the college basketball system for the financial setup and the stringent eligibility rules. Do you give any credence to these complaints? Is the kid right? What changes you think might be made? It's a loaded question with a lot of answer, I'm sure, to it. But it's certainly on the tip of a lot of people's tongue right now.
Yeah, I think it should be. You've had some coaches coming out and saying there's some kind of way to be able to change this system and be able to benefit some of these players. I look at it some way, Kevin, where there's some kind of way you have an insurance policy for these guys, or some kind of way that they're able to finish their degree, even go on to finish their master's degree as long as they want from any college, not just the college they came from. And I also think some kind of way there should be some kind of financial stipend for these guys.
Here's West after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's West again missing.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
KCP known for his defense, but his offense is not too shabby. He can put up a deep and on the move and knock it down. He gets his numbers from range, and it helps them out on the offensive end.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubats. Julius Randle comes in for Nance. Ingram, he's checked in for Luolda. And Bowles subbed in for Clarkson. Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And with Caldwell-Pope, he isn't the most efficient player when it comes to scoring, but he can get locked in, and when he does, watch out.
You know, when KCP is filling it from deep, you know it's going to be a good night for your team. Has shown signs of improving his consistency. That's a big reason why he was sought after in free agency.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
Beautiful play by Sean Livingston. Been able to probe, get inside on the defense, and finish with a slam.
And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Great, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
And here is West, following Lonzo Ball's 3 over Randall. West misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. He's never been done before. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that. So it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. Two sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Nick Young. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCaw. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers. The Warriors have shot just one free throw earlier. 1-for-1 in the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw. Yeah, and Steph Curry, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
And here's Pachulia following Lonzo Ball's three. Back to Green. Over Lopez. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he's able to get it back. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Well, you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one. This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
The feed to Randall. Lopez a screen. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Durant dishes to Green. Looking to end the run. Here's Pachulia. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball kicks to Ingram. To the left side wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
Now, here's Ball. He has 7. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. And it's 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, just need a snowball. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Golden State's gone 0-2 from B during the second. Curry is inside. Pachulia with a clean look. No good with the triple.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty. Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
58 seconds left in the first half. And so he draws the foul on the shot, not trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14th draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
Zubac is checked in for the Lakers. And comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala is checked in. Now here's Curry. Hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 16 feet away. Ball no good. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game. A great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and well, he can be tough to contain. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Dang. He dishes it to Ball. Those 3-pointers off the mark. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He's covered by Dang. And the rejection by Zubac. Clarkson. And that one is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And it's been... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. But the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every...
And now, folks...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We're seeing it. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond with the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's West in its center. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It goes on Brandon Ingram. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. You know, for all the great things that Draymond Green does on the basketball floor, perhaps his greatest asset, Steve, is his ability to be a leader. Other MVPs and All-Stars will defer to him to set up the defense and get going on offense.
You know, Kevin, that's what we do at Michigan State. That's the kind of player and leader that Draymond has been his whole career. Doesn't care about stats, only cares about winning. Willing to step up and take the big shot as well.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Back to Curry. Picked by Pachulia from deep. Green. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. That's good from Randle. And the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Green with the ball. Now defended by Randle. The shot's good.
That's just Draymond's shot. Even with the D there, it's too easy for him because of his size and strength.
Ingram with it. He's got 7. Lopez a screen. Caldwell Pope for 3. But they'll get another chance. Randle kicks to Lopez. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Green. Rebound the Lakers. Randle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. Over Durant. And the shot is long. The Warriors have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Here's Green. Randle grabs the board.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch!
Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And offensively, the great teams pass up a good shot for a great shot. And San Antonio seems to be a nice example of that, if not this year, certainly in the past. Where do you draw the line, though, Steve, between great passing and then overpassing?
Well, I think then you start to look at teams who are saying these guys are not equipped mentally or physically or skill-wise to take that open shot. If you have an open shot, you got to be a little selfish. And obviously, if it's a better shot, you move it on. But at times, you got to take that good shot and believe that you can make it or just make the right play. A lot of teams are not making the right play. They're overpassing.
It's stolen by Randall. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Ball. Great tee that time from Green.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. That one falls. Green's got 8.
I mean, bullying his way around the court. Draymond invites contact and comes through with the bucket.
Ball kicks to Randall. Over Green. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Warriors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. With the fadeaway. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 15.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of it. And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen. Shot clock at 6. Deng for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And really no other way to put it, but the Lakers with that dramatic front office change last season around that deadline and new big name leadership. The hope is that they can escape from what's been an awfully rocky patch here of Lakers history.
Ball's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Livingston with it, outguarded by Ball. From outside the arc. Tries again, and that one is good from Zubac.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Zubac has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. And Young, here we go. No good on that one. Nice steam from Deng. And the turmoil for the Lakers up top has certainly been fodder for the newspapers in Southern California.
Border takeover attempts, infighting, court battles. I mean, this has been a soap opera. But one thing is certain, in order to be successful as a franchise, you need everybody on the same page.
Here's McCall. He's covered by Clarkson, and they get it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Clarkson kicks to Nance. And Iguodala comes to help. Pass to Clarkson. From 10 feet out, West with some nice D. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. West leading the charge. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Take all of me.
Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Offensively, as our top, we're
we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Lakers shooting reasonably well, 45.